Hey folks, welcome back to the Book Talk. I'm your host, Aiden Perry, and today we will be talking with a young man named Aiden Perry. He will be showing us a book that he read. Let's throw it over to him. Thanks, Aiden. So today I'm going to be talking about the book Abrat. Abrat's genre is fantasy and is written by a man named Clive Barker. When Barker was only 3, he watched a French skydiver plummet to his death during an air show in Liverpool. This tragedy that Barker witnessed would later influence Barker's writing. Now, on the book. The story follows a teenage girl named Candy Quackenbush. Candy is frustrated with her life and in her hometown, Chicken Town. An argument with her teacher leads to Candy just getting up and walking out of the school. She walks to the edge of town where she sees a lighthouse, which is strange because she lives in the middle of Minnesota and there isn't an ocean for thousands of miles. She also meets a man named John Mischief. John looks complete John looks completely normal, just like a human, except for the fact that he has antlers. And it's not even the fact that John has antlers. On his antlers are 7 heads that talk and move and speak English. And you find out in the story that these 7 heads are John's brothers. John tells Candy to go to the top of the lighthouse that she saw, where she sees an inverted pyramid with a cup on it, on a table. Candy looks around the room and finds a metal ball. She places it in the cup, which, after she places it in the cup, a lot of rumbling ensues and an ocean appears right beside the lighthouse. The ocean is called the Sea of Isabella. John goes to set off into the sea, but Candy insists that she goes with John. John says that Candy shouldn't go with her, or with him, because a human hasn't been in the Abra for decades, but Candy insists that she could go with him. So the two of them set off on the sea to the Abra. Once they get to the Abra, Candy and John are separated. While Candy explores the Abra all by herself, she finds out that the Abra consists of 25 islands, one for every hour of the day. She also learns that her parents were the last humans to enter the Abra. The protagonist is Candy Quackenbush. She's a very brave and fearless girl by the fact that she explores the Abra all by herself in a place, in a world that she has never been in, where there's lots of weird creatures that any normal person would be scared out of their mind if they saw, and she's just walking with them. She faces human versus human conflict from the antagonist Christopher Carrion. Christopher is a very evil man who was tortured as a child by his grandmother. He is now the leader of the Abra because everyone is afraid of him. Christopher is also trying to kill Candy because she's the first human to enter the Abra in decades. The story takes place in Chicken Town for the first part of the story, but mainly takes place in the Abra. The Abra consists of 25 islands, one for every hour of the day, and then an extra 25th island that is home to Christopher Carrion. Every island has a designated hour, and all the islands rest in the Sea of Isabella. One connection, oh, and every island is only accessible by boat. One connection I made while reading this is text to world. The struggles that Candy went through at the beginning of the book, arguing with her parents and arguing with her teacher, was what happened to me in my own life. Not so much arguing with my teachers, but I've definitely had lots of arguments with my parents over the years, and some of them I'm sure I just wanted to get up and leave. I would recommend this book to people with big imaginations, who could visualize all the things happening in the story. The reader kind of needs a long attention span and a big imagination to keep up with the book, because there's a lot of elaborate characters and places that the reader will have to have a hard time understanding if they can't visualize it. Thank you. This has been Aiden Perry on my book talk about Dabra.